guys, it's the Wasteland Girl Detective, and it is double XP weekend, so I thought I'd make a little video just going over what my build looks like. By no means am I suggesting that you all follow this. This is what I do. Maybe it gives other people a good starting point. I'm not going to dig too deeply into things like serums and where to find the crafting components. I'm creating a longer video covering that, but it's a starting point. So I run the herbivore serum mutation, which means I get better benefits from plant-based meals and zero benefits from meat meals, with some exceptions. I also run herd mentality, which boosts specials when I'm near my teammates. And there you can see the herbivore serum. Just gonna talk about my food buffs first. I run brain bombs which boosts intelligence, which boosts your XP. There's a relation there. And you can see there it gives me plus 9 points of intelligence. And then you also saw cranberry relish. So that is the other food item, and that boosts XP. So those two stack because one boosts intelligence and one boosts XP. So those are the top tier herbivore boosts. They do take quite a few crafting components. Just pop up to my camp stove. So under plants, and you need to learn the recipes in game for all of these. So there's brain bombs, so that takes a few crafting components. Brain fungus does not. Also, brain bombs take dirty sugar bombs, which can be a pain to farm. So, and then there's the cranberry relish, again, 5 ingredients, but cranberry cobbler only takes 2 ingredients. So those are just my backups. And then under meat, we have broiled scorch beef brains, which right now shows a buff. However, that is just because if you pop a serum for that hour, that negative aspect will be suppressed. So I can get some benefits from broiled scorched beef, like a meat-based meal, but it doesn't stack. So if I took that, it would cancel out my brain bombs, which boosts higher with the herbivore serum. And then just working my way down my list, we'll get to tasty squirrel stew, and that gives you your bonus XP. There, again, with meat, there's a few others that you can take, but these two are top tier. But they do obviously have their farming issues. So I'm not running carnivore right now, but I'll throw the recipes up at the end so you can see. For magazines, there is Backwoodsman 6 that will boost the cooked effects. It's kind of weird with plant-based meals. I use it, but you need a weird combination. The gold standard for herbivore would be Live Love 3. Those are really hard to find, and that would boost your veggie effects. And then if you can't find either of those, there is Live Love 8. That doesn't have anything to do with food buffs. That just gives you a general XP buff. So I run that if I don't have the other two, although I'm pretty low on all of them right now. Berry Mentats is the chem that you can take. That boosts it. Right now it shows for 5 minutes. It depends on what cards you're running. And for bobbleheads, you can run leader or intelligence. Leader boosts XP and intelligence boosts intelligence. You can also take Daddy-O if you don't have Berry Mentats. There's a few other options. You can stack a chem, a meg, and a bobblehead. You cannot take a leader bobblehead and an intelligence bobblehead. They don't stack. So that's what. So I run. It just depends. I've got lots of leader bobbleheads and less. And there is a marsupial serum. I will pop that once an hour, as long as I can remember, because that negative mutation is I lose intelligence points. And you can take mentats too. I have them on me, but usually it's berry mentats, just because it gives you that highlight for anything nearby. And then lunch boxes. Take 4 lunch boxes. That also gives you an XP boost, and if you take the 4, that's like the maximum XP boost that you can get from it. I think it's 25%. I can't remember exactly, but then we'll talk about cards. So under charisma, I run inspirational because that gives me an XP boost on a team. And then I also run strange with numbers because that boosts mutation effects if other teammates are mutated. I also run through hiker because I'm crafting food buffs, they weigh less. And then good with salt because that preserves it. There is Chem Fiend under Endurance, which I didn't talk about. Oh, sorry, there's Class Freak. So it suppresses some of that negative effect, but it doesn't suppress it completely. And then Chem Fiend under Endurance lengthens the amount of time that your chem works. So I try and run that as well. And then there's one other that I forgot to talk about. I'm not sure if I popped in the video. And that is Curator, which for some reason I don't have active right now. My cards are a bit of a mess right now. And that boosts the time for magazines and bobbleheads. So I should be running that. Just lasts longer. So that is almost all. Oh, whoops, I forgot to talk about allies. So I have Leo Petrov. I give him a Nuka-Cola if he'll talk to me. And then he gives me a boost, so you'll see it. I've got a Nuka-Cola for you, Leo. And then you'll see it, it'll pop up at the side. I give him a cranberry Nuka-Cola. I actually haven't tried the other ones, but XP gain 5%. And then the other thing, so you can see Nuka Inspiration. And then if I take a little nap, pardon me, that will also give me a boost as well. So you can see that boost there. It says I slept until it said, I think it was Kindred Spirit because Leo's right there. So then that gives me a boost to my XP as well. And I'm always looking at my effects just to see how much time I've got until I need to take it again, it runs out, or if something weird is going on, like my carry weight is down, I just have to double check that. My toxic trait is efficiency and organization. And then the other thing I don't have going at this camp right now because I don't normally run it is the derby game. So that will also give me an intelligence boost. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is what I wear. So I wear the Shielded Vault 76 jumpsuit. You can see the boost to the right in intelligence and a few other categories. And then I also run unyielding armor. So I have a bloody build, which means that I get boosts to all my specials. I'll show you that in a moment. I'll take off the armor and you can see everything drops. And then I'll put it back on. There, it's boosted. One of the pieces has +1 intelligence. That's where that extra point comes from. So there it is. That is what I run. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comments. Otherwise, I'll have a longer video on farming locations and serums and all that good stuff. But hopefully this at least gives you a starting point, some components to look for, some cards to take a peek at. So there's all my effects. I'm gonna put the recipes up. Again, you need to learn these in game so you can check the White Springs food recipe dude, or if you have Yasmin, she has recipes as well. And thanks for watching.